You're welcome to the sports segment here on AM Show. I'm Benedict too. So a lot to talk about this morning. The Black Stars are in Abu Dhabi preparing for the Africa Cup of Nations, 17 days away to the tournament, which will be staged in Egypt. Also, we'll talk about the normalization special competition Tier 1 semi-final, some issues regarding Kumasi Asante Kotoko and the normalization committee. Accra Folk also in there because they have to play that semi-final game with Asante Kotoko at the Accra Sports Stadium. The other semi-final game will be between Kerala United and Ashanti Gold, but not this, not today or this coming weekend. Rather, it will be next weekend. That's on June 16. We also will look at Caster Semenya's story. There's a verdict out. We'll tell you about that. But we have to start from the camp of the Black Stars, and they've actually started training at their camping base in Dubai ahead of their participation at this year's Africa Cup of Nations. Now, skipper Ayew, who is hoping to lead the team to end the country's long wait for the title, insists they'll work hard going into the tournament.
This tournament is going to be a very difficult one for every team. So we are prepared. We know what we have to do. We have big players in the squad. We have players who know what they are up to. Players who have played the tournament a few times. So I'm confident. I'm confident. I just hope that the gods of football will be with us, because if we want to win, we are going to need luck, God, and a lot of fighting spirit. If we don't have fighting spirit, we are not going to make it. We need to go to the end of our hearts, to the end of our energy, and that's what we are ready to do. We have always done that. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But I assure every Ghanaian that any player that wears the Ghana jersey is very proud to wear that jersey. He feels like he's on top of the world, because that has been his dream. So we are going to go there and do everything to make Ghana very proud.
Of course, that was Black Stars captain Ayew. You know, as I mentioned earlier, we are just 17 days away to the tournament in Egypt. Here's my colleague Baba Tondo with today's edition of the Joy AFCON Minute.
Algeria's coach, Jamel Belmandi, seems to be the most daring of all the 24 coaches who will be present at the 2019 Total African Cup of Nations. He has straight away assembled his final list of 23 players for the competition, more so with only one local player, Hicham Goudawi, who plays for Algiers Paradoun Club. The Green coach has not failed to show his ambition to win the AFCON, which will be held from June 21 to July 19 in Egypt. Excluded from the list are Napoli's left back, Fawzi Ghulam, and Algeria's top scorer, Naiji. Follow the hashtag JoyAFCON on social media. Salam.
Right, so that was Baba Tando with today's edition of the Joy AFCON Minute. Well, Accra Hearts Folk are focused on their preparations ahead of their Tier 1 semi-finals with Asante Kotoko next week. This according to their spokesperson of Parade. Now, Kotoko have threatened to boycott the game should organizers fail to move the match to a neutral ground. They also requested that the tie could be played over 2 legs. Well, the NC, that's the normalization committee, has rejected Kotoko's request and stated that the match will go on as planned. It's unclear what will be their next line of action. I'm talking about Asante Kotoko, but their opponents, Accra Hearts Folk, are not thinking about that.
Our position still remains the same. We are dealing with whatever that we have been told, and that is to be at Accra Sports Stadium on 16th of June to welcome Kumasi Asante Kotoko for the semi-final of that competition. So that remains our position, and I don't think anything will change. If it is part of the mind games that they have resorted to, we are much clever than that. If they think that they will come up with such issues so that we'll take our attention off the preparation, and possibly when they come to the Accra Sports Stadium and run up with victory, then our message is very simple for them. We will not take our feet off that paddle. We'll continue to prepare because we believe and we know that on that day we have a game and we will be at the Accra Sports Stadium for that game.
Well, away from the local scene, Caster Semenya will not need to take testosterone-reducing medication to compete after a Swiss court temporarily suspended a new IAAF ruling. Now, the Olympic 800-meter champion last month lost a challenge to the Court of Arbitration for Sport that cast against the implementation of a restriction on testosterone levels in female runners. Now, the ruling would have affected women competing from 400 meters to the mile, and these are quotes from her. Said, "I hope following my appeal, I will once again be able to run. I am thankful to the Swiss judges for the decision. Following the decision by CAS, the South African took her appeal to the Federal Supreme Court of Switzerland, citing the need to defend fundamental human rights." And a legal representative, that's Dr. Dorothy Scrum, also said, and I quote, "The court has granted welcome temporary protection to Caster Semenya."
Okay, so that's sports really. Benedict is still here because I want us to just, for some few seconds, talk about the Drake jinx. Is there something like that, Benedict?
Yeah, the Drake case.
Ah.
Yeah.
There is a certain case. Okay.
It's just like, you know, maybe you have a program or you have an interview or you have something big to do and you take a picture with Drake. You know what happened to you? Guess.
I'll fail.
Exactly. So that's what's been happening to most of the sports guys. He took pictures with Rashford of Manchester United, and Manchester United had a tough game that very week. They lost.
Yeah.
He took a picture with Aguero. Remember the time? Okay, so there you go. Aguero's picture there.
This was before a game.
Yeah, this was before their game against Tottenham Hotspur. The UEFA Champions League first leg they played away. Aguero actually missed the penalty in that game, and Manchester City lost 1-0. And there are pictures of him with other sports guys.
Yeah.
Paris Saint-Germain players took pictures with Drake before their game against Manchester United, which United went away and won that game, so they lost. And the very recent one.
Yeah, with Anthony Joshua.
Okay, so Daniel Sturridge. So this, I think this was the UEFA Europa League final that Liverpool played against Sevilla. The picture with Daniel Sturridge. You know, Sturridge actually scored in that game, but Liverpool lost the title to Sevilla. So
and it's all because of the Drake case.
And the latest one, what makes it interesting is the latest one was with Anthony Joshua. Okay, and Anthony Joshua actually, before that fight, posted on his Twitter that bout, you know, it should be about.
Yeah.
But he posted bout. That's in, you know, boxing is bout. So bout to break the Drake case. With a very nice picture. I don't know if the picture is there. If not, I would like to demonstrate that.
But we should have the picture.
So if we have the picture,
we should have the picture.
So very interesting to see how they went about it. He said about to break that Drake case, and guess what happened?
The case broke him.
He lost, actually. He lost to Andrew Jr. So an advice, if you have something big to do, I beg, if you see Drake,
move away.
Move away and please don't take a picture with him. Okay, so there you go. You see the picture with Anthony Joshua, and Anthony Joshua was beaten by Andrew Jr. over the weekend.
Gosh.
So please, Black Stars players, we want to win AFCON. We beg you, if you have a picture.
Who is our Drake in Ghana?
Hey.
Do we have a Drake in Ghana?
No, I'm not sure.
We haven't identified anybody yet.
Okay.
So that we get them to stay away from the Black Stars
players. If you have any picture with Drake, I beg, don't post it anywhere. If you do that, we'll come out of the AFCON first round. We'll come out where we beg. You should rather be taking pictures with some of us. You know, we'll give you luck.
Very interesting. So that's the Drake curse. Nobody has been able to break it yet. We'll see what happens in the coming days. Thank you, Benedict.
Thank you.
And Drake has the song, right? It's God's plan. Is the curse some kind of a plan?
Oh, no, I don't think so.
Yeah, well,
God's plan is very nice.
Whatever it is. Enjoy God's plan. You're still watching the AM show. Stay with us.